Hi everyone, it's A. John. It's a March 1st, 2021 as of 7:32 a.m. Pacific Standard Time as of this recording here. And I make 2 videos per day, one in the morning, one in the evening to follow up. And I cover the sticks, okay? AKA the technicals of Dogecoin. So I want to start the video off today with this subreddit talk I saw here. Newsweek. Petition asking Amazon to accept Dogecoin, signed by almost 100,000 people. So I went on to the thread and I saw the link for it. It's right here. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do it right now. I'm going to do it right now. I'm going to do it right now. Oops. I'm going to do it right now to support the people. That's right. Alright. Let's see. How do I... Let's see. Get support on the circle. People chipping in. Okay. I'll chip in. Alright, yeah. I'll pay $2 for sure. Let's see. Oh, I'll do $10. Okay. How do I donate though? Oh, okay. Do PayPal. That's cool. Let's see. What? What do you mean? Is that my... That should be my password. That's bizarro. Oh, okay. I guess they want to enter the same password 3 or 4 times. Very bizarro. Let's see. Okay. Alright. Alright, very cool. So I'm doing my part right there. I hope you guys register as well. I believe that this will be a good thing for us doggy community here. But sorry about the delay there. Anyways, let's go back to the sticks, okay? So let's go to the daily here. So last night I mentioned, and the whole weekend actually, I mentioned the whole weekend to you guys that it's going to be literally just buying opportunities for the most part. And I mentioned that we're probably going to see any kind of, you know, the range is going to be here for the most part. As I mentioned, for the most part, oops, 1 second. So I mentioned this is going to be the range for the next time being here. And I mentioned also over the weekend that we're going to be in the middle. We're pretty much in no man's land right now, but a little bit lower right now. So we're a little bit below no man's land, which means that to do the swing trade here, it's a very high risk reward, you know. Very high risk, well, not very high risk, but it's medium risk and medium reward, you know. So you're not really seeing great returns here unless you're willing to stick it out for a few days or weeks in this case here. But anyway, I also did mention over the weekend that the weekends are going to be low volume and easy buying opportunities, and we might hit a lower low in the meantime, but it'll all get bought up by Monday, and we'll be at 5 cents again. Because of all the other times I've been looking at this Dogecoin here, whenever weekends dip like crazy or loses quite a bit, the following week they buy it all back up, and as if it never happened. And that's kind of why I mentioned to some of you guys, well, to everyone here in this channel here, to just, you know, buy some on a weekend if you can, if it hits your targets, for example. It clearly hit mine, so I bought once or twice, I believe, maybe 3 times, I think. I'm not even too sure. Yeah, I gotta check later. I have such like short-term memory. But anyway, so let's see here. So we're still range bound for the most part, and we're literally buying it back up here. So that's kind of good. The volume is still low, though. We can see 97 million, 109 million. Right now we're currently at 46 million in a day's where you're starting. So I suspect that by the end of the day we'll probably be a lot higher. Maybe typical like 120, maybe 200 million, you know, volume. So you can see the previous days. See, usual weekdays about 180, 200, 300. So the weekends are literally half or 1/3 the volume here. So we're gonna have I suspect we're gonna move up and near the top of the channel here, and possibly come back down this way. So we'll have to wait and see, depending on how the technicals work out here. Also, let's see the MACD, how it's doing. So over the weekend, it was literally these two sticks right here, and it went up and it went back down a lot. But now we're all five now. It evolved. All five are trending up this way now, which is good. Even though the velocity is super slow, though, which isn't really what you want, but that's kind of a double-edged sword, though, because even though it's moving very slow, which means that we're also accumulating. So people are looking for deals, So you won't see the sudden change and price movement to the moon yet anytime soon. That's what it means. So, AK buy the dips if you have the funds to and make a plan. For me, I just buy 1% of my budget I allotted for Dogecoin. Oh, one more thing to note on a daily here, we can see that the velocity is slowing down quite a bit now, and it's starting to do a little curve. I'm curling. Sorry, you can't see it yet, but it's starting to curl. So it's kind of like the precipice before it curls. So it's kind of like doing like this, but it's like doing a little bit. It's kind of like a very limb curl. So it's not very so it's more suggestive that possibly on the lower time frames we're seeing more bullish movements here, but on the lower time frames it hasn't accumulated long enough to affect the longer time frames, if that makes sense. So we're seeing the beginning stages of it. So right now it's kind of like, okay, if I'm gonna buy, I should probably buy around here because it could possibly move up. So it's likely. There's no guarantee. These are technicals, okay? It's more of an art than a science, but I've done this for probably a decade or more now, ever since my college days. So you get intuition. So that's kind of why I bought a little more over the weekend than I would normally buy, because I saw this coming, and it just kind of like, it's intuition. It's hard to say, hey guys, go buy everything right now, right? Because that isn't really good financial advice, and I don't give financial advice either. I'm just a guy on YouTube, and I'm just sharing with you what I do, So you can choose to follow or not. It's totally up to you, obviously. But anyway, so we're seeing here it could possibly be bullish. So, but we will see in the coming days, as I mentioned. In this time frame right here, maybe like right from right here, this will kind of make or break us, depending on how this thing moves. So it's moving so slowly, it could take a little bit. You see here it's 18 bars. That means 18 days, or 16 days in this case here. So it could be 2 weeks before we see any real bottoming here. When we see a bottoming here, and it starts actually curling up, that could be very bullish for us, and we could be starting a new bullish trend on a daily here. But we will also notice this also on the lower time frames initially. But if it continues strongly, then we will see it roll into the higher time frames. And when that happens, oh yes, we're gonna be in for a good ride, people. Very good ride. Okay, so let me go to the 4-hour chart here. Let's see what that's doing right there. Okay. So let's see here. Oh, okay. Never mind. All right. Well, on the 4-hour time frame here, you can see that we just did a death cross right here at March 1st at literally midnight. Well, we were all probably sleeping or just being night owls. So it happened during the European time here for the most part. So when you see a death cross, that usually indicates that we're going to see some more bearish movement in the meantime here. So you see the 200 crossing the 50. So basically 50 is going under the 200 here, So 50 goes under, 200 is above it now. And also, it's also supported by if you look right here on a MACD here, you can see us resetting here. It looks bullish, but we are resetting. But we are resetting in bearish territory here. So you see moving up here, but it's moving up on bearish territory. So to me, this is more like a, how would you say it? A fake out. It looks bullish, but it's really not though. But I guess time will tell in a shorter time frame to see if this can continue or not. So we'll have to see in this case here. So for here, this is kind of very questionable right now. If you're a bull, do you want to buy or not buy? I personally believe that it's going to go around here, and then I personally believe that we're gonna come back down. We're gonna come back down this way. And the short term, once it maybe hits on the yellow around here, it'll start coming back down, just because of this right here. But we can see also here, there is some strong movement though. You can see the velocity is increasing, so that's pretty good. That's actually really good. The stronger velocity. But again, like I said, time will tell. But I did buy some just in case. I always dabble because you never know what will happen. Maybe someone throw a tweet out or something. Maybe Frankie Muniz, maybe Mac in the Middle, right? Maybe little Dottie or something, the rapper guy, or maybe Elon, right? All of a sudden we break out of this thing and it goes to the moon. Who knows? So on a 15-minute chart here, let's see what's going on now, huh? Okay. On a 15-minute chart here, you can see that, okay, we're doing a golden cross here from 50 over 200 here. You can see now, right? And it's supported by here, and a MACD you can see also, because we're literally resetting in bullish territory here. So we're starting a new bullish trend here. And you can see the 50 MA is now becoming support here. So if you were to buy at like 493 or follow the 50 MA on a 15-minute chart, But obviously, don't go all in with it, right? I mean, if you're doing a day trade, that's kind of what I would do. But again, with the 15-minute time from here, it's very limited. It's kind of small. So when I say small, I mean a smaller time from here. So it's more of a short-term trade. Literally, if you want a day trade, that's kind of what you would use. You wouldn't hold it for like 10 days or a year or anything. You just do this maybe for a day or two or a few hours, depending on if you make profit or not. If you do take it, run with it, you know what I mean? But anyway, but on another note also is that you can see that when there were big sales yesterday on an evening time, someone came in and bought big as well in the morning. And then in the evening, it died off right here. And when it died off, it made kind of a bottoming of right here, and then in the morning here, at 1:15 in the morning a.m., it started shooting back up with actually strong volume here. So right here, this looks like bonds were just kind of playing around in the evening, or Europeans were just starting to play with it a little bit. But now we're seeing more bigger buys as well. So in the morning also, as of 7 a.m. And when it bought big this morning, well, a bigger buy here, as you can see by the volume moving here, it actually started a new uptrend. As you can see right here during the MACD, it started a new uptrend and it's starting to move up again. So I suspect we'll go higher, maybe like 5. Let's see what the current. Let me see. Okay, so I believe this would. Let me see. I believe this would be our current resist. I believe today this will be our trend for the day. If we do a range, we may see around 5.13 or 5. 5, or I'll say 5.2 is probably the highest we're going to see today, possibly. I mean, it cannot change, but I'm just going by support and resistance. Obviously, this is all temporary because it's such a short time from here. But one more thing I wanted to show today also, for some people who are more skeptical about the trade and everything, let's go to the weekly today. The weekly. Okay, let me zoom in a little bit. All right, so there you go. So okay, that's weird. Okay, so you see here in a weekly here, right? Why is it doing that? All right, here you go. So you see on the weekly here, on a weekly time frame, an even longer time frame here, time frame here, it gives you an even better perspective of what is going on. This is kind of like the macro view, like the 5,000 feet bird's eye view here. So you can see exactly what's going on here. So you can see here, we got a big buy and a big sell, so it's very volatile here, right? And you see here, we're kind of buying it back up slowly, and it comes back down slowly. And then, now we're doing 3 steps on here. Usually when you see 3 steps on like this is what you would, to me right here, this kind of looks like a bull flag, right? So basically what I'm highlighting here, this is kind of a bull flag, and right here is actual, and this part here is actual bull flag itself. So that means that we're going to go around here for the most part, and then we're going to shoot back up possibly. Of course, this is a weekly time from here, so this can take weeks to months before you see it come to fruition here. But based on looking at this right here, to me it looks like a bull flag. So to me that looks like there's more possible upside. But again, these charts are always evolving. This is what I see as of today, March 1st. Say March 7, March 14, March 21st. Things can change during that time frame. The volume, the buys and sells can change everything. So as of right now, with this confirmation here, I would say it's still very bullish. And I wouldn't have any time, and that's why I keep on saying buy the dip, and I have no problems buying. None whatsoever. But again, I always say, be smart about it. Don't go all in. I know I keep repeating myself, but it's very important for you guys to know. And let's check the level 2s today. Okay, so we're at 52 million and 112. So we're still about let's see, about 0.55 to 1 ratio, it looks like, for the most part. 0.55 buys to 1 sell. So it's not necessarily super bullish in that case here. That means we have more people who are looking to sell than buy here, which means that there'll be more deals. But once we kind of reach a more equilibrium, we'll probably see more buys. When that happens, you're going to see a giant push up here for the most part. So again, this concludes my video for the morning today. This is A. John. I make 2 videos, one in the morning, one in the evening. Considering a subscribe or a like if you found this video helpful. And I will try not to be so long-winded. It's only because I do the change.org your life for you guys. That's kind of why it kind of bugged out and took longer than usual. Again, leave me a comment below what your trades are. Are you day trading? Are you going long with me? Are you investing? What's your strategy? What's your positions? Let us know down below and share it with everyone here because it's very helpful to everyone. All right, I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.